What's up? What's up? What's up? It's 11 o'clock out here on the
Yes,
East
sir.
Coast. Must be time for Bfam news. We've
Be
got to spell the news. We got to tell the news because the news can't stand up for itself.
can't tell
Let
itself.
me say how everybody's doing today. Auntie, how you doing today, lovely?
You already know I'm good. I'm good and I'm blessed. I'm in the building. I'm excited about my stories tonight.
I'm a little excited about one of your stories for sure. For sure. And
Right.
let's see how Mr. I See What You Doing is doing tonight. How's it going down there in political land?
Oh man, I just left the draft party, man. I was at the Bucks draft party. I rushed over here to get in front of get in my thing. You feel me? As you can see, I'm in a whole other location. So it's football season, baby. It's up.
Let's
We up. We ready. You feel me? I'm with the shenanigans tonight, so let's do it.
All right, and that's a good intro for our sports reporter. The sheriff is in town.
Good evening, everybody. Hey, I'm excited. Happy Thursday. It's NFL draft time. It's NFL or NBA playoff time. We got some great stories tonight. We got our whole crew here representing Get Money Sports, representing Bfam 109.6. Let's go.
Like he said, let's go. And you cannot start BFAM News in 2025 without something about my old buddy Agent Orange. I can't wait till Crayola gets some balls and makes an Agent Orange crayon. I promise, Crayola, if you just make one crayon, a big one that says Agent Orange on it, and make it the tone of whatever makeup he wears every day, just make it for me like that, I would buy that crayon. If you give me to sign it, I'd even pay for that crayon. But there's one thing, if I was younger and not retired, where were you when I needed you, Mr. Trump? Let's see what I'm talking about.
Ridiculous.
Breaking news today. Trump announces shortening of standard work week from 40 to 32 hours. Let's hear this breaking news from Monica Anderson.
Announces shortening of standard work week from
Pause. Why's he got one of them Yom Kippur Tupers on? Is he Jewish?
Yeah, listen.
Is he really Jewish? I didn't notice that the first time. Wait a minute. Oh, hold on. We can come back to that. Auntie, don't let me forget about that shit.
I'm not.
I didn't see it the first time.
40 to 32 hours and mandates overtime pay for work over 32 hours per week. This bill was passed after Trump submitted it to Congress. Employers will have to cut employees' work weeks at 32 hours. Exceeding 32 hours will constitute a fine if repeated violations occur. The 32-hour work week will be phased in over 4 years. Trump is trying to make America great again, to make people's lives better and provide a better quality of life for Americans by reducing the number of.
All right, that's enough for me. I can't take that shit no more. All right. So basically what he's saying, and I just shortened it in the nutshell and then we'll blast him up here, his Jewish ass is saying, I got to get a new nickname for him. He's Jewish. Agent Orange with Jewish. There's something in there. I know there is. He's basically saying that as bosses, like me as BFAM, if we had hours here, I'm not allowed to work you more than 32 hours a week, or it goes to overtime. And if I don't pay the 33rd hour overtime, I, as the owner of the company, get penalized. What he's not telling you is he's also got rewards for the owners. Oh, the rich get richer. Don't think you as the owner are getting rewarded here. He's going to raise minimum wage, which means your 32 hours will equal your other one. This also keeps you out of that tax bracket of the rich. And you forget which tax bracket he's trying to get rid of. Y'all need to see the silver lining. I know my rest of my counterparts are going to see it. I just want to give you the white version because a lot of our people of this color, y'all are getting excited. I don't know what's happening in the other communities, but my community is getting excited. Y'all know. No. And if he does do this, do me a favor and go get another job. Because if you only got to work 32 hours at one place, I work 60-hour weeks all the fucking time. I had 80-hour weeks. That means you can have 2 jobs, 2 paychecks, 2 retirements, 2 tax checks. Be smart. Let's go over to Auntie, see where she is on this.
Okay, so as far as on the plus side, well, I guess I got plus and minuses because as a business owner, I could see, from that side, but I also work for management for a a large chain, and I'm pretty sure that's not going to really sit well with them because they don't want to pay overtime now. So to know that they're going to cut it by almost 20 hours of work time because most jobs require managers to work almost a 50-hour work week. So that means we're going to cut it by almost, we're gonna cut it
18
almost
hours a week.
Yeah, 18 hours a week, and they still got to facilitate the same amount of pay. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem.
Facts. All right, Mr. IC, how you feeling?
It's a setup, man. I want to keep it, but it's a setup, man. In a nutshell, we know that Donald Trump, and I found an article earlier that I was looking at where he wants to cut minimum wage, and now you want to cut hours, and then you want to raise minimum wage, and now I'm fucked up and confused because I thought you wanted to cut minimum wage, and now you don't want to do that. You want to give me an extra day off, and I mean, you could have saved a 40-hour work week by doing 4 10-hour shifts, bro, and giving them others the weekend off because that's how that works. You feel me? You don't have to cut a day off. You don't have to cut it and make a motherfucker still work 5 days a week. You could cut a day off and they make a 4 10-hour shifts, and you can still keep the 40 hours. You don't have to do all this shit. I mean, you really doing a lot, and this shit is really confusing. And I mean, hell, I believe it's set up, man. I mean, you want to get rid of the middle class, but I mean, shit, if you're not already in the middle class and shit, there's nothing for you to jump to. You in the lower class. And that fucking the Red Sea is gonna get wider and wider. You ain't never gonna get to the upper class. Remember, that's the division and the distance that he putting in between that shit.
100%.
See that, you got shit.
And Sheriff, you're in management. We won't call it your company because we don't want to get in trouble or anything like that when you're talking about different things. But how does this affect you directly? Because you're in management. You only got to work 32 hours now.
That's funny. I work 47 hours a week. That's what's required out of me.
Right.
The business operator, like Auntie's an owner. I'm an operator. I understand where this is coming from and the challenges, but what does that mean for people like us? Like, because I don't get paid extra for working those extra hours. I'm salary. So what does that mean for people that are salary? That there are managers that work 50, 60 hours a week. I used to do that prior to this company, but
right.
I'm very curious how this is all going to work.
Facts. And with that right there, you know what time it is? It's politics time, one of our favorite times. Let's see what's going on.
Man. You know how we do, man. I'm gonna let DC run the video, and then we can chop it up. That first one though, man, it's a doozy for me. I'm sure that Agent Orange is what DC called him. Gonna have to back up off of all this madness that he's doing. By the way, he signed a whole bunch of executive orders yesterday. You know, so there it is, plain and simple. Trump's meme coin crashed. 90% of his investors lost $2 billion. That's that Trump joint. And I think it's a money grab. Me personally, I believe that you just kind of like ran up on some shit and started and bought into the hype after becoming the president and just put your meme coin out and shit. And now it don't work because your approval rating is going down. And you have not done the things that you promised. But let's get into the conversation anyway, right? So,
I'm excited as hell to talk about this.
So
when he was running for president, you know, I'm white. I'm a business owner. I'm actually a multi-business owner. So I got that letter, buy my coin for $10. Guess what I did? I bought quite a few of those $10 coins. And when those coins hit $50, I sold quite a few of those $50 coins. And now that they're at $8.40, and I told all my friends, white, black, green, yellow, that shit was going to drop after he got in there. Fuck you.
Yeah, exactly.
Trump is about making money fast. If he puts something out there, buy it. It's going
not
to
for
take
long
value,
term.
and then sell it. I'm just
Yeah.
being honest. Sheriff, what you got about this? The Trump meme coin.
You know, I remember when he was running for president last year. Actually, it was before last year. He had him out. Then they hit popularity as towards election time. You know, he's a businessman. He wants to make money. He's trying to run this country as a business. If he could just go back to what he did the first time around and just keep his mouth shut.
Nah.
That's not happening.
That's not going to happen. We all know the plan, King, don't we? The plan is to make the rich rich and take the middle and the lower class to war because we can't elect a new president when we're at war. And if the middle class and the lower class, those are usually your soldiers. You don't see no rich motherfuckers being soldiers. Just being honest. It ain't about black, white, yellow. It's about rich. If you rich, you're not a fighting person. You won't be at war.
It sounds like that Ponzi scheme that Bernie Madoff then was running this shit when they was selling that shit to people. And then, I mean, 90% of the people that bought that coin lost $2 billion. That's a lot of fucking money.
Well, they are.
And I'm telling you, where did the money go? That's what you got. You got to follow the paper trail.
You know where the money went. Well, part of the money went to the 10% that got the fuck out. How you doing?
Right.
How you doing? Auntie, how do you feel? Hey, I don't mind gloating because I told everybody when it happened. I told everybody. I went on my show and I was like, I got this letter. I don't know if this is white privilege or not. I don't give a shit. It's money. It's money. But you know what I did with that letter? I told all my people. When I say my people, I meant I don't give a fuck what color you are. I'm talking to you right now.
Right.
If Donald Trump makes another meme coin, fucking buy it. Buy it right now. Because he's going to make it soar, and then he's going to make it crash because he's fucking all his billionaire buddies, and I don't give a shit. I just don't want to just don't be in the 90%. You know how good it feels to be in the upper 10% of America? I got out. I got out on time. I feel great. Auntie, how do you feel about this Bitcoin?
As we've always discussed, that we know this is a businessman, so he is going to make business moves at every point. As we have noticed, we ain't heard from our boy in a little minute. He ain't said nothing.
He's raising money.
He done got completely quiet. He got his money and cashed out last week before they started dropping bombs over there. He did just what he came to do. It is now April. We are now into the second quarter of the year. They got what they got, and he done collected his. So
Alfred Young, my boy right there, man. Show out says I need Elon to do coin. I got a lot of him. You know what? That's a good segue, King. Do you mind if I play this video right now?
Man.
Oh man. You want to say anything before we go in here?
It's about to be a bad breakup, man. All I can tell you.
Y'all thought Travis Kelce and that little Taylor Swift was gonna be a bad breakup? Listen to this shit right here. This is good. This is really good. Being honest. Where's the play button? Get all this shit out of here. There we go.
They created their own.
Model X China, the move seen on Tesla's website and WeChat account signals early fallout from U.S. President Donald Trump's escalating trade war, a policy that could hurt Elon Musk. Although two luxury models made up less than 5% of Tesla's sales last year, the timing highlights grow pressure on Musk's operations in China.
Yeah.
While Tesla's sales there hit a record 657,000 last year, the company has recently lost ground to local rival BYD, which surpassed Tesla in global sales. Musk has maintained strong ties to Beijing due to China's dominance in battery and green tech supply chains.
Well, we talked about that one on my show. China created their own model of the Tesla.
Right. So
with his shit.
Yeah, Tesla got their own. They got their own in China.
So I don't think we need to watch any more of this. Go ahead, King. Go ahead.
Big dog on out. You feel me? He back.
Where's he gonna go though? Where do you think he's gonna go, man? Because China used him.
Back to South Africa.
He gonna go build him an island.
No, he's going back to South Africa. He's right.
Back to South Africa.
Yeah. Explain
when you come in and you cause that much turmoil and shit in a short period of time, the farmer catch up with you.
Go home.
He backed this. He heard some shit that he thought was gonna be true, and then not only has he let common people down, Donald Trump has let his billionaire friends down. You feel me? You got to have some foundation up under this shit before you just start doing this shit. And I still stand on this right here. He is Mr. Executive Order. You have not put a piece of legislation in place that's meaningful at all. All you got is a pen and an executive order to sign, bro. And that's all that it is. And now you see that. Now you see where when Americans wanted to back Donald Trump on some shit like that, Republicans starting to regret the fact that they got behind this man again. It's the same dude that y'all said causing insurrection and shit like that. And when he ran again, you thought the shit was gonna be different. And now here come the chickens coming home to roost. That's what you're looking at right now. And now Elon Musk looking and saying, "Yo, I fucked up bad, and I'm finna lose a lot of money because I thought this shit was gonna work out in my favor." That's what's happening.
Right. So, I'm going to put my 2 cents in because the sheriff has heard me talk about this on numerous shows, and he'll vouch for me. I think Anthony heard it a couple times, too. I've always said that Elon Musk was an AI. Mm-hmm. He ain't real, okay? Now, back in the day, y'all call me a simp if you want to because I don't mind. I don't like being called a simp. But I used to watch soap operas because that's what was on the fucking TV. I had a house of fucking women. And you know what happens in a soap opera when it's time to leave?
They die.
Something just magically happens. Your character's fucking gone. So let's get this straight. Elon Musk is in love with China because they have all these green products and that makes his cars go zoom, zoom, zoom. Well, guess what? They don't need him no more. They got a car that's selling better over there. They have used Musk. We can't go there. And he can't stay here because he's not that guy. He don't like what Trump's doing. Charles, back to South Africa, or will Elon just magically disappear from the earth like DC said as an AI?
Oh,
he want to go to Mars though, so he might just.
He want to go home.
He might take one of his. He might take one of his SpaceX, and
you think he's going to go to Mars?
He might get on.
He might go to the damn moon.
I'm gonna. Okay, so Charles says he's going to the moon or another planet. King says he's going to Africa. I say he's just going to disappear, and that's going to confirm that he's AI. Auntie,
we're not going to hear any more about him.
Yeah, he'll just disappear. You won't. Microphone down.
Oh Lord.
This is a bad part about being Italian. When you talk with your hands, sometimes you knock that bitch out. So I'm saying that if we don't hear nothing else about it, like if we hear Musk and Trump separate, that'll be the last story you hear. We know he was AI.
That's going to be the last story you hear. That'll be the last story you hear.
Oh, no. If he goes back to South Africa, we're going to hear a story. If he goes to the moon or Mars, we'll hear a story. Auntie, where do you think he's going?
I mean, between the moon and Mars, I just say he's going home. So I mean, and then that makes me wonder though, because they started all these little.
He said, bye-bye.
Like that he's going home. Is that why they got this fixation with?
Is that home South Africa?
No, I'm talking about back to Mars or wherever he creating all this AI technology from. Because he too smart. So if he is an AI or if he's an alien or whatever he is that's come here, that might mean like explain what the fixation is on space all of a sudden.
Maybe this is Elon Musk.
It's possible. Look at the dark eyes.
Is he a Braves fan?
Absolutely.
He might just go with the flow. They've been known to do that.
So that dude a Braves fan. That's wild.
All right, King, wrap it up around Elon. What's your final wrap on Elon? So do we love him? Do we hate him? What's up?
I mean, we ready for him to go, man. I mean, like I said, you should listen. for this man to even have any kind of footprint in politics makes no sense anyway. So I mean, shit, if you getting out of this shit, we happy to see you go. Listen, if you go to the moon, Mars, like I think he made a statement and said we've been to the moon once, and then 76 years later we have not been back. So he's trying to get some fucking where, you feel me? Like go get your brother, man, and pack it up, man, and go back to South Africa and play with your black slave friends. You feel me? Or your black servant friends. Go do that shit, bro.
I think we're going to see much more of Mr. Musk's dad and a lot less of Elon Musk.
Yes.
I'm just saying, man, I always thought he was a robot. Man, sometimes I wish I could make some of this shit up. But no.
Oh.
Anthony Edwards, better known as Ant-Man. I really thought when this kid came up, I'm a Jordan fanatic. Go ahead, send your emails. I don't give a shit. Jordan's a GOAT. And you know why? Because you can't be a GOAT if you're still playing. End the argument right there. I didn't say nobody's name. I just said you can't be a GOAT if you're still playing.
We know who you're talking about.
It's Jordan.
Oh, he's talking about that guy in the Lakers.
We're not talking about any guy on any place. But Anthony Edwards, I always thought he was going to be the next Jordan when he came up. He had his moves, he had his look. I actually thought it might be one of his illegitimate kids. But since that day, Ant-Man has been nothing but news. And he can't stay out of the news. So let's go ahead and roll one of his latest news stories, probably made famous right here on Bfam 19.6, because, you know, I'll be doing that digging and find that crazy shit.
Right.
Ant-Man, how you doing today? Well, he's at the Lakers game, and this is what Ant-Man has to say when a fan starts asking him, yo, where your kids at?
We got 200 million. We got 200 million. We got 200 million. Hey, you suck. We got 200 million. I got 200 million. Oh, what? Let's go, man.
Childish.
And there you have it. The reason why you don't have to worry about where Ant-Man's kids are is because his dick is bigger than yours is. Enough said.
I mean,
Auntie, you're in the stands. You know he's got his kids. You're like, where are your kids at? And he goes, they got 200 million. They got 200 million. And you're still going at him. He turns to you and said, yeah, but my dick's bigger.
And I would have told him he paid for I mean, y'all know why my
well, damn.
I mean,
I almost made Auntie say a big cuss word, girl.
It's 11 o'clock. Y'all know it's my sleepy hour. But for real though, because the fact that he said that shows that he had like the intelligence of a 14-year-old. So it pretty much makes sense why he's just popping kids out everywhere. And so he real immature and wow. Apparently it ain't good. They got to con him into spending money. So I mean, having a big one and it not being worth it is.
I mean, we all know, and this is the bad part about it. Robert Downey Jr. wasn't as bad about it, but he spent his money. He was a playboy. And when he got caught, we all knew he was a playboy. Ant-Man just needs to stop doing it when the camera's out. But then when Robert Downey Jr. did it, we didn't have cameras fucking everywhere.
Facts.
Mr. I see what you're doing. You see what he's doing. Ant-Man's got a camera on him at all times. He's not afraid to talk about nothing because he's got that money to get him out.
This is what happens when you don't have a positive role model in your life.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because I've always believed this right here. When you're an athlete, like again, I'm not gonna step on the sheriff's toes, but when you're an athlete and you get ready to come into all this money and all this, man, you have to have somebody with enough sense to tell you, yo, all publicity ain't good fucking publicity, bro. You can't spend too much time in the fucking news like this, bro. You're a professional basketball player. We get it, you under a microscope, but your motherfucking microscope is growing bigger and bigger by the day. You can't do this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? This is not the NBA where you had a run Artest that jumped in the stands and all that shit. And just like you got 200 million, your 200 million can stop at 200 million, and then they could put that shit in reverse, and now you ain't got no millions, bro.
Oh, he gave his kids 200 million.
Right. But you
He
can
got
lose.
way more than that.
Yeah, but I'm talking about you can lose the shoe deal, the endorsements, and all that shit by talking that type of bullshit in front of the
Yeah,
camera.
100%.
That's how that works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sheriff, you're the sports writer. Anthony, he's always in the news. It seems like he can say whatever he wants.
And it's
There's
not
no,
like
there's no NBA punishments. What are we doing here?
it's not like he's, it's with Make-A-Wish. It's not like it's
Mhm.
good publicity.
Right.
It's negative. And you know what? Here's what's going to happen. Not David Stern. Oh,
nah, he's gone.
David Stern's gone. Adam
bad.
Silver is going to lay the smackdown on him. He's gonna fine his ass,
Nah.
and then he's not gonna have no more money to give to those kids. He's got the intelligence. Auntie said of the 14-year-old, I'm going to disagree with her. He's got the intelligence of a 10-year-old right now.
Yeah.
He's just like, why would you even engage? And someone's going to have their camera phone out. Why?
All the time.
No father figure, no role model. I mean,
None of that.
maybe he needs to get with the YMCA and get a role model.
Nah, let's leave him out of the YMCA, man. He been popping everybody around, just paying for him. Let's keep him out of the YMCA.
Yeah, we don't want no kid.
Speaking of people being messy, guess what time it is? It's E-News time.
Oh, baby. I got something for y'all. Hello, it's your girl Auntie, and I am bringing to you all tonight the E-News. And coming to this, to our screen, I have a story for you that is wild. It is completely wild. So, this story here. We're gonna get it. We'll do a little bit. Okay, there we go. So, this is one of these stories, and as a domestic violence survivor, it kind of hit home. We're going to go to this story where a woman found a man breaking into her home. And what he was doing is like insane. We're going to watch the video and then we're going to talk about this one. It's going to give us a second.
I am trying to put video and TikTok is
They say no. Let me see if I got the other one.
We did watch the video earlier. Let's talk
about
it. Yeah, we watched it. We can talk about it. Let's go ahead and just tell them.
Okay. All right. So in the video clip, we having a little issues with it. There's a woman who broke up with a man, cut all ties from this man. So her and her family left the home. And so apparently she had to have the cameras installed after he left. But she found on the cameras alerted her that there was someone in her home. And when they watch the video, you can see a man that's walking through her home, going into the kitchen, turning on the gas on her stoves in the house. He goes into the children's rooms to make sure that all the windows are sealed, so that when she comes into the house, that he is going to unalive everybody in the house. What the crazy thing is, because he does not know the cameras are on, he is walking barefaced. So there is like clear video of this man's face. So they're able to just say, oh, that's my ex. You know what I'm saying? So that's when she realizes it's the ex that's walking through the house that's ready to unalive her and her children.
The bad part about I saw the video was the man walks into the kitchen and he puts all 4 burners on click, and you can sit there and listen to him while he's walking through the house. All of them are going click, 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 which means all of them are producing gas.
Right.
A lot of gas. When you're trying to light your stove, that's those gas stoves. When it's clicking, that's when the most gas is coming out to get it lit. And then you turn it down. So he had the most gas pushing out, and then he just walked the fuck out and shut the door.
Shut the door, walked out of there like it was nothing.
He was going to carbon monoxide poison his whole family.
Right.
Because you know why? She broke up with him.
Because she did not want to be with him anymore. And I'm going to tell you something. I had carbon monoxide poisoning last week. If you have never experienced that, that is some painful bullshit. Like, seriously, that is some painful stuff. Like, I literally got it. And I got it from smoke inhalation, and which was so wild because once I got it and I became like sick with everything, it was literally black coming up off me, burning my throat. Like my throat burned for days. literally burned for days just from the inhalation. And it wasn't like I was in that room that long. So I can only imagine to the lungs of children walking into a house, if they would have walked into that house and inhaled, or if they would have opened the front door, mama would have smoked, because she probably smoked. That's why he thought to do.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? That's why he turned the gas on.
Probably comes home from work. As soon as she come home and she lit the cigarette, and they would never know what happened. They'd call a leak. They had the video there.
Call it gas leak, yeah.
So basically, let's go around the block here before she goes to her next story. You got a minute here. Sheriff, you're in love. If it's time to go, why don't we just go?
Because love makes people do dumb shit. I mean, seriously, I would probably lose my mind if Chrissy left. I'm not gonna lie. But for some reason, just it's everywhere. Love makes people do things they don't think logical.
Yeah, facts.
And this should have been on America's Dumbest Criminals.
I mean, I'm sure it will be eventually. Miss, I see what you're doing. What's your comments on this? Man walks into a house trying to kill his family.
I ain't trying to kill no more. I like being out here with these South women. You feel me? I don't want to be around a bunch of hard legs every day, all day, for the rest of my life. You feel me? So I like my uncle said, man, if you tired and you don't want to be bothered, just say the word and I'll leave you alone. You know what I mean? For real. I don't see why you would fight to keep somebody that don't want to be with you. Shit. Both of y'all gonna be unhappy as hell. So you might as well go ahead and find somebody else. There's a lot of them out here, man, that's lonely, that's single. Shit. Go get you somebody else, man.
Speaking of not being happy for a long time, Auntie, can you please explain this title right here, please?
Lord, this one is for the kickers. So to all my fans, listen. This man here, him and Agent Orange, I promise you, between them two, you never know with these two. You really don't. So as we can see from the title, our Mr. Suge Knight's wrongful death retrial officially ran off the rails today. And the reason why it ran off the rails was because he decided to wait till the lawyer stood up after they did an 11th hour deal. He literally waited until they got before the judge. And as they were speaking, he told them absolutely not. I did not agree to the deal and I want a full-blown trial. Because this man is literally trying to make it the person that died. He is charging them that they will actually be charged in this murder as well. So it's not that they will have to bear some of the burden as far as the findings with this murder case. So he is requiring them to take him to a full-blown trial. And so it begins in May. We're going to see where that leads with Mr. Suge Knight, because he's like, he another one. He's not leaving. He won't leave he just won't leave. Like he won't. It's
my boy Suge. Man, just cop a deal, bro. Just cop a deal. Get out, man.
Why do that?
A full-blown trial is going to make you have to say some names you don't want to say. And then you're gonna be in a Diddy party inside prison. That's my.
But that's what the thing is pretty much now. And as I was talking to somebody earlier, is to the point that the relevancy of artists and celebrities in the media as far is not as grand no more unless they have a storyline. Because now you get famous off of TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. So now you have no relevance. Because so the protection and all that stuff that he had, yes, even when it comes to him being associated with the gangs and with all this stuff that's going on, even as far as that, with so much stuff going on in the streets, that they're not even protecting and doing as much. So his weight is not as heavy as it was before. So now he's pulling out all the last tactics that he has. It's not as, I mean, that's what I'm getting from it. That now, like, I'm scrambling for these last pieces of oxygen. I know I really can't stand to do this life sentence if I go in here. So let me just keep playing with the court system, and hopefully somebody messed up and they can throw me a mistrial and I'm gonna get out again. So now he's just like hanging on with a wing and a prayer at this point now.
King, what you think? Suge needs to get this over with, so he ride it out like this way he wants to go
I
out?
mean, shit, time changes things, man. You talking to a man who had Death Row Records, and then Snoop got Death Row Records right now. You feel me? So you don't got the collateral to stand on no more. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, that's how the fuck that look to you. I mean, shit, this is stand-up guy here, gang member. You feel me? Snitches get stitches type of dude. You feel me?
Facts.
But I mean, shit, now you got to sit that motherfucker low. Snitching look real good now, don't it? You know what I'm saying? Anything that I got to do to get back to the streets is what I'm gonna do right now. You feel me? Hell, I mean,
So, Sheriff, you're Suge now. You got the chance to snitch and get back out in the streets. Are you snitching? Is that the right way to go? I mean, it's not like you're not known. It's not like you're going to snitch and then you're going to get out and nobody knows who you are. You're Suge
They
Knight.
ain't like they ain't been doing that.
Everybody knows who you are, and everybody's snitching nowadays.
But they've been doing it.
Yeah. So, do you snitch?
I think he does.
Yeah.
And then once if somehow miraculously he does get out, it's lights out.
Oh, you think I get him on the streets?
Yeah.
I don't know. The streets seem pretty forgiving nowadays, unless you're
No,
an I think the snitches ain't getting.
I don't think it's
Snitches
because
now.
of that. I think it's just his whole past. He wronged a lot of people.
but they'll put him in witness protection because I mean we're not gonna pretend like he wasn't funneling a lot of information.
Very true.
Like he wasn't funneling a lot of information that just somehow made his way out that brought him a chance to go back before the courts. So it was like every time something was going on, it just so happened that just information that he apparently knew or those that were around him knew was leaked just enough. And then there was never no final sources of where it came from, but it always managed to just happen to come out of the jail. So it was like, we're not playing with him.
You got to remember this too, man. The rule book ain't the same as when I was coming up. You feel me? It ain't the same
Totally
rule.
changed.
It's
a different book.
And that's time I listen. They giving out way more time now than they did back then. So I mean, shit, if you hit me with an L, I'm telling on everybody, man. I'm telling on some people that I don't know did some shit. You feel me? But I'm giving up everybody. I mean,
100%.
call it what you want to call it. But if it's a choice for me going and sitting down forever or going to the crib, I'm going to the house, and I don't give a damn how that feel.
Hold on, I want to be childish a minute. Look what they just showed me.
I hit the button already. I'm sorry. I hit the button. I'm sorry. Didn't mean that. I'm sorry. The button.
You're good.
News from the. Oh man. All right, wow. I gotta show you. We gotta do a quick lead in here to sports here because we're a little bit behind. I want to know, watching this video, and you know what? We'll just share it because they tell you this is one of my favorite shows. It's called PTI.
Tony and Michael.
Better baseball moment: Andy Lugo's walk-off bat flip, or Austin Fawley's mom snagging his grand slam ball. This isn't close. There's no choice. This is a walkover. This is like, Oklahoma City versus Memphis yesterday. A bat flip. You can see the bat go up in the camera views, in the shot, right there.
That's crazy.
Okay, but it's a bat flip. There's 1,000 bat flips every day. One player after another, somewhere in the universe, tries to outdo the previous dope with flipping a bat. But when your mom is in position, and there might be, maybe there were 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 people. I don't know how many people said this. But your mom's got a camera in one hand, streaming it perhaps, and one hand snags the ball with another.
All right.
That's dope.
I don't want to go straight to Auntie here because Auntie probably are the newest. She's learning sports. Auntie, that bat flip, just so you know, is phenomenal.
Okay, so let me tell you a little secret. I used to play softball and t-ball and all that when I was young.
All right, so you get the bat flip. The bat flip is in the air of the home run. That's not your normal bat flip.
No, at all. If I say that was dope, I like that. That was like.
But you're at a college game.
Yeah.
And you as a mom got a phone in one hand, and your son hits a home run, and you catch it off the wall in the other hand, and it's a grand slam. What's a greater moment?
I say like that's dope. Like for the rest of that's some history. Like that's a history moment because that tell you that he got that on from her. Like it came from her. Like she was the beast because like she literally has a phone and she went viral and she's actually catching that ball. Like that's like the dopest moment ever.
Because and a lot of people say it's a setup. Well, shit, yeah. If my mom's
Was it?
coming to the game, I'm definitely telling her I'm going to hit you a home run, go to left field.
I felt like being
It's a
petty.
college game. Yeah,
Wasn't
I'm telling you what, I played baseball. The few games that my mom went to, I told her to go to left field because I only had like 3 home runs in my whole career. No, I didn't hit one to her, but that'd been cool. But we all tell somebody if we're baseball players, hey, mom, home run for you. Go out and stand out here. We all tell them shit. We all let them down and lie to them. King, what was a better moment for you right there?
Mom said she caught that bitch with no glove.
that too.
She caught that bitch with no
In
glove.
the air. And smile with the smile.
You can bat flip all day when I time out the ball coming like that, and she caught that bitch with no glove.
And didn't even drop the phone. That was the part I got there.
That's almost equivalent to that's equivalent to the fellas, man, going to the game and shit and having the beer in one hand and not spilling none of the beer and catching that fucking ball. That's what she did with that phone and that ball, bro. That's
what you think, Sheriff?
Shit.
You know, as impressive as that bat flip was, and you had to put some oomph in that.
That bat was way up there.
I mean, it was up there. I mean, she did not blink. She did not bat an eye, no pun intended. I mean, she caught that ball. I mean, that was something they could share for the rest of their lives.
Facts.
I mean, it was pretty epic and awesome.
100%. It's that time.
Yo, what's up, everyone? Sheriff here with sports. All right, so today is the NFL draft. It is actually concluding as we are speaking, day 1. The biggest surprise to me is Shedeur Sanders not being picked in the first round. Cam Ward being taken first overall. Is this surprising? I didn't see his stock falling this bad going to the second round. What are your guys' thoughts?
I was getting the picture up. Go ahead, Auntie. Auntie don't know nothing about that sports.
So that would be Deion Sanders' son. He was a Heisman candidate. He was supposed to be top 5 and did not. Nobody even called him. So,
King, you got anything to say about this? Because I could chime in on this for a long time.
Absolutely. Trust fund, baby.
Never mind, you said it for me. Go ahead.
you rolled daddy coattails into HBCU. You rolled his coattails into Colorado, right? And then you get to the draft. You don't go to the combine. Then you go to pro day and you do a little bit of something. And the whole time you doing that shit, you cocky, you putting your foot in your mouth. You feel me? So what it says is any team that pick you up gonna have a problem on their hands because you already feel like you made it and shit. And that's the problem with this NIL shit. I ain't got to work for it no more. I already got a little money in the bank. I can invest in shit and I can just live off of that. You feel me? And if I don't get picked up and shit, because I'm sure he gonna go, but I'm saying it's not gonna be. He might fall to the 3rd or 4th round at this fucking point. You get it?
I even think that Indiana's quarterback Curtis Rourke may go ahead of him.
Right.
I actually, now that he's out of the first round, now I believe more that he's going to be a Raider. I believe the only thing that can save Shedeur Sanders is Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm.
Because Tom Brady, for some reason, Deion respects Tom Brady.
Right.
Deion knows that Tom Brady's a little bigger than he is, and a little more important. Whatever it is, Deion will listen to Brady. Deion will not listen to Jerry Jones. Deion will not listen to any of the NFL coaches, and everybody knows that. He made a statement. Oh, my son's going where I say he's going to go, or I'll raise havoc.
Right.
And then you wonder why your son's stock changed.
Drop roll, 4th round, bro. I almost see 4th round.
But remember the TV show that they had? It shows that he's a control freak. So I mean,
100%. 100%.
So that means
100%.
He
That
from
means-
here, so it was like I remember all his issues and stuff that used to go on down here. So we always knew that he was the way that he is. So
Well, we knew it because his dad. His dad said, "I want to be the head coach of Miami." Mommy said, "You are not qualified."
Right.
And he said, "Okay, I'll show you qualified. I'm gonna go to Colorado State and make them winners." I don't hear Miami calling him.
he could have
Colorado
stayed in state.
Colorado State were winners. There's no way around it. They went to the
He could
bowl.
have
They went
stayed
to a
in
bowl
state.
game. That makes you a winner.
He could have been the
I
coach
didn't
at
hear Miami
USF
call
right
him
now.
and say, "Hey,
Facts.
got status now. Come on."
He could have been at
Facts.
USF right now, man. He could have been coaching at USF right now. But he
I
wanted
mean,
full.
he should have
He
stayed
wanted
where he
total
was.
control.
If he really cared about the he should have stayed right where he was in that small HBCU and made it a big HBCU.
No, because you know he made that song "Must Be the Money," so he fought. Paper trail,
I mean,
baby.
but if
He
you've
went
already
behind
got the money, like I know he had them build a new gym.
Yeah.
Okay, and then he fucking left them. It's like, here, I left you a little platform for y'all. Y'all make it happen. They're just going to be another HBCU that's going to struggle with money because now he's gone.
What's the good number?
Colorado State too.
He's going to.
I mean,
well, he'll leave Colorado State a little better than he left the HBCU, which sucks.
He probably gonna leave next year and shit. After they know up his money, he probably gonna leave next year.
Facts.
I mean, but why would you stay though? Your son not that no more. Travis Hunter not that no more. I mean, shit, that's
there's something about what about your word and your image?
He don't listen. That man ain't never stood on that. How many teams had Deion played on? What his loyalty like except for with him? Atlanta, San Francisco, the Cowboys. This man he not loyal to shit but himself.
Baltimore.
Right. He's not loyal to nothing but himself.
Facts. But you know what the funny part is? Here's going to be the funny part. So remember back when he was at Colorado State, he said he was going to make it where his boys went 1 and 2. Talking about Travis and Shador. Now I got to wonder, now that Travis went number 2 and Shador is not going to go in the first round, who do you think Deion will be near? Who do you think Deion will be there? Because you know that's still Deion is still a dad to Travis Hunter. Because Travis Hunter, we don't know about him.
He's going to be in Jacksonville for sure.
What do you think, Sheriff?
I fully believe it. It'll be the next news story. Has Deion turned on his own son?
Facts.
On his own blood, flesh and blood,
Facts.
Something stupid.
If he listening though, I got a Florida State jersey down here. I need him to sign like yesterday. So if you listening, bro, get at me. You know what I'm saying? Reach out to DC if you in Atlanta so I can get his jersey signed, bro.
Man, Ken keeps it real. Let's talk about this picture right here, Charles. What's going on in Milwaukee?
Man, the Milwaukee Bucks, they were supposed to be a serious contender this year for the NBA Finals. What is going on? They have no defense. They have no answers. They cannot.
And here come the jokes, and the jokes come in.
The Bucks have no answers for the Pacers at all. There's no answers. They look like a confused high school team right now playing in the round 1 of the NBA playoffs.
Okay.
Damian Lillard, like seriously, what is going on with him? He is not 100%. I think he rushed coming back. I honestly think he's more playing 60%. I think whatever they're saying on the TV, 80, 90%, I don't think it's accurate. And it shows. And plus, he wants to fight with Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah, that's not very smart.
I mean, Pacers, they are the road squad this year. They are the underrated, probably the most underrated team. I'm not just saying that because I'm an Indy fan. They are probably the most underrated team in the playoffs, and they are roadworthy. Watch out. That's all I got to say about that. Struggling with Indiana doesn't roll well for the Milwaukee's title prospects. After this season, look for big names to move, including Giannis. He's probably going to get traded. I have no clue where he's going to go. That will come with some heavy compensation. That's all I got to say about that. I think when Milwaukee won the finals a few years ago, that was their time. It's over. Put Giannis and Joker together.
So let me ask you this, Anthony. You're the sports unguru here. Did you know before he said that he was that the sheriff was an Indiana fan?
I did not.
Okay, I like that. That's what I like to hear because I really, when you're telling your story, I didn't know you're an Indiana fan until you said something.
Right? Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, that's good storytelling. You didn't know he was biased. He wasn't picking on it like his team is playing the Bucks.
Right.
He wasn't hard on him. He just let things know that were factual. Good story, Charles. Go ahead, King. I know you want to add something in there, King, because let me just add this one little thing. Giannis ain't going nowhere. If Giannis goes somewhere, the owner of Milwaukee is going to get shot. He's got to stay there whether they win or lose. So Milwaukee will go nuts. Sorry.
So I kind of knew you was an Indiana fan. I mean, like I said, you're a Colts fan. So I mean,
okay.
As far as Giannis moving, I believe before he got his new contract, Giannis was trying to get to Miami.
Oh, I love you.
If I'm not mistaken,
please go.
He was trying to get down to Miami. So.
I'm in now. Fuck Milwaukee. I'm in.
Yeah,
DC just hit the undo button.
Just show me one lead story that says Miami has leaked to Giannis. Show me that story.
Yeah, no,
make it up. I don't care.
I mean, I don't think it was made up though. But if you can remember,
Giannis and Tyler Hero, come on.
Before he signed his new contract, he was asking to be traded, and Miami was at the top of his list of places he wanted to go until they gave him that money. You feel me? And then, just like with Dame, man, Dame fought so hard to get out of.
Yeah, Dame's hurt. He's trying. I feel sorry for Dame.
But you tell it, you.
I mean, it's the playoffs time. You got to push right now. You got the whole offseason to go.
Yeah, but this man got
like
a blood.
60%.
He got a blood clot though.
Yeah,
it was a serious injury.
Yeah,
like
he's like 60%. Yeah.
So if that's the case, when San Antonio was trying to get their push, when Wembanyama went out and he was done for the season, Dame went and he had to come back and try to help lift his team up. You feel me?
I mean, that's on the coaches, right? It's not on Dame. The coaches could sit him.
Yeah, that's on the coaches, but that's on Dame because you got to.
Yeah, it's always on the coaches. I played baseball because if I'm on I was a catcher, I have never made it to the mound, and the manager said, "You good to go?" and the pitcher didn't say, "Good to go." None of them ever say, "Yeah, coach, take me out."
Yeah, no, I'm
that's
saying
when that coach is up there. Nobody wants to come out.
I'm saying no, bro. I got a blood clot. This is a life or death situation. I'm on thinners and shit, man.
It's bigger than basketball.
Yeah, it should be.
You got to say, no, I'm not finna do that, man. I mean, shit, we got a championship already. Dame, I don't know if Dame got one, but Giannis, you go a couple years without getting a fucking another championship, man.
All right, we're going to this next video now. A Chicago police officer, I was supposed to run my little support thing. I mean, a Chicago police officer is hit head on by a drunk driver, and it was all caught on camera outside the accident and inside his car. I don't know if you guys have ever been in an accident. I have not at this extreme. When he gets hit head on, you'll see what happens here. But for all you got soft stomachs, y'all watch this shit, man. You're watching my show anyway, so you know there's some fucked up shit going on. This is some good shit right here. Here we go.
Cross over the median and hit me head on.
What's up here in the corner? Booyah!
Damn.
That was a nasty lick.
Wow.
That's what it looks like inside the car.
Civic priority. Oh, roll over. Hey!
This good old Florida.
Hey,
This is Chicago.
Dang.
Hold the door. Holy we got you. We got you, right? Yeah. You're good, dude. Do you remember what happened? Yeah, they crossed over the median and hit me head on.
That's that glass break.
And he's sitting over there with his hands up.
Get out of the car. That's what we want you to do. I'm good. You're not. Turn around. No. Stop. Turn around. Stop. Pull away. Turn around.
Turn around.
All right.
Turn around.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, you're drunk.
That's it.
Let's say it. Go ahead, Auntie. Comments?
That's just wild. I mean, right before this show started, we actually just had that happen here in town. You know that? You saw that, King? Just maybe about 2 hours ago, there was a young man on a 4-wheeler dirt bike or something, and he collided with a police right up from where I'm staying at. So we waiting on that to come in now. They just sent the videos, and it was like, go check on him. He was laying on the ground. He wasn't moving, but
Yeah, I'll bet you that cop car won that battle.
yeah.
This cop car lost that battle. That was a full-size Ford F-150.
Oh, yeah, he was out of there.
Yeah, he was. And you see the guy stand up and walk out?
He just said no.
He just
what
let
you want
you
me to
know.
do?
Yeah,
That
what
was
you want me to
crazy
do?
shit, though, right? Like,
Yeah.
What you want me to do?
Sheriff, what'd you think, man? You pulled this guy over one day.
Man, this dude is. First of all, like, why do they even have to break the glass? Like, just open the damn door.
When they broke the glass, they said, "We want you to open the door, and we asked you to." So they were asking him to open the door, and he's like, "No." So the glass break, he said, "Oh."
And he didn't look. He looked like he was dazed and confused. He must have been really drunk. And
I said, fuck that.
probably not
He
a
said,
scratch
"Fuck
on
that."
him.
Yeah.
Probably not a scratch on him either.
Yeah.
You
How
know.
how come the drunk guy never gets fucked up, King?
because he was more than just drunk. And I mean, if you traveling at that pace and you fucking jump the median, I'm almost about to believe that you was aiming at the police officers.
Almost.
Do we have?
Yeah. You know, that's what I was wondering. Like when the video kept going, I wondered if he's going to say something like,
Like,
"I got you, motherfucker," or
you know how
intentional.
you know how good of a drunk motherfucker you got to be to drive and hit a car head on.
let's think about this.
And
You know
that
how
caused
good of a driver you got to
sensationalism.
be to jump a median and hit straight on?
And line that motherfucker back up head on, go square to the
square
fucking
too.
bumper to bumper.
Yeah.
That don't look like drunk to me. I mean, that may look like a couple lines of coke or some shit like that, but that don't look like alcohol to me.
Absolutely. Well, that's another week of Bfam news. Guess what? We hit that number.
Victory, yes, sir.
300,000. Y'all love us. We know you love us. We love you back.
We love you back.
Next week,
Right.
11 o'clock for Bfam news.
Yes,
right
sir.
here. Right here, right here, right here.
Right. See you next Thursday.
Yes.
Bfam 1
Have a great week.
Ooh.
Victory.